Okay, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sidratil Muntaha from PBIB. So, in this video, I will discuss regarding development teaching materials. So, let's start doing. Teachers effectively are teachers who can improve the spirit and understanding of the students. Understanding of the students can be in getting the teaching material good. Despite essentially the material research has been prepared government and teachers are effective also should pay attention to the suitability of the material that was prepared by the government with the condition of the place of teaching, thus obtaining the purpose and goals of academic. The progress of teaching and learning materials occurs on the basis of a number of aspects, namely 1. Teacher's material concept. Teaching materials are used by teachers to illustrate or strengthen skills, points of view, perspective, or ideas. Its use is based the level of class students, the subject, ability to learn, and purpose academic. Number 2, significance of teaching materials. Creative learning is defined as instruments of the presentation and transmission of material education are determined according Bulls-Jetta. The significance of learning materials is usually recognized in several aspects. Its motivation of students develop creativity, generate knowledge beforehand, encouraging the process to interpret, understand, organize, and combine the content of education, logical reasoning, and communication, as well as contribute to development of skill, value, and introduce attitudes with difference in between students and allows the gain and understanding, then efficient on the concept of academic. Session number 3, objectives, content, teaching. Materials teaching of interest to motivate students towards the acquisition of education. In particular, the main purpose of the teaching materials, namely 1. Motivating participants. In implementation, students can find the materials of teaching was fun and motivate to learn. 2. Development of knowledge and skill in the master. Implemented study will describe the level of knowledge and skills of a teacher. 3. Assistance in the storage information that more. Next, facilitating holistic learning, assistance in organizing classroom teaching, and promoting communication are effective. Next, facilitating attitude change and make learning fun. And the last, concept formation, forming students to understand the concept of learning in achieving academic goals. Session number 4, types of learning materials. The classification of the types of learning materials, namely 1. Audio and video. In the form of human voice, telephone conversation, audio discuss, cashless, and gramophone recordings. Next, book text. From various concepts of the lesson that is taught to the student in writing. Next, maps. Map is widely classified into the categories below: a map of the physical, the map politically, maps economics, question of social, and map history. Next, graph or chart is diagram representation of a system, process, and sequence history of events. And poster. Poster is a symbolic representation of idea, concept, or perspective. And model. Model, there are two types of model, namely model silent or did not work and the model work. Overhead projector. Overhead projector or OHP helps in displaying visual material as a projection on a screen. Next, PowerPoint slide consists of image, videos, animation, and the text. Next, materials. Materials reading others. Refer to articles, documents, reports, assignment, projects, letters, newspaper, magazine, and books are related to the other. And session number 5. Design and development of teaching learning materials consists of 1. The collection of materials. Step collection is a step first and foremost is the preparation of materials of learning or project anything else. In terms of this, important to perform the analysis of the material that is required. Next, preparation of materials of teaching. Various aspects need to be considered. The preparation of materials. This associated with levels of a class of students, the eyes of subject and concepts, ability to learn and purpose academic. And the last, after the matter of teaching, design and develop. Then the stage subsequent activity maintains in order to be able in the future that will come and in accordance with destination that wants to be achieved. Form of recommendation in the matter of teaching is using a schedule of evaluation of learning to teach. Schedule and evaluation study of teach used to help individual teachers and groups of teachers to identify areas of teaching. In addition, they are also able to identify the most appropriate pedagogy and practice units for teaching. With the activities of this, the improvement more advanced also can be done by getting ideas and suggestions. And as a conclusion, each individual or group of teachers must plan or develop materials teaching because is based on the level of interest or rule of the material thought in the achieving the purpose of learning in the classroom, so that the material thought should be in accordance with the context in which the place of material that will be taught. Maybe that's all. Maybe discuss and explain from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.